your busy schedule, you spared us your valuable time to share your deep insights about recent advancements in machine learning, ma'am. Let me take a few minutes to introduce you, madam. Dr. Chandra J received a bachelor degree in computer science and master of computer application from Bharathidasan University and PhD from Hindustan University, Chennai. Her, her research interest includes artificial intelligence, machine learning with applications to healthcare analysis, medical image processing and video processing, biomedical engineering, and genomics, etc. She has authored more than 50 papers in reputed peer-reviewed journal and book chapters. She organized various conferences in the international and national level. She is the active member of ACM and membership chair for Christ University ACM student chapter and also a research coordinator for the Department of Computer Science, Central Campus, Bangalore. She is serving as a reviewer and session chair and keynote speaker for various international journal and conferences. She has also served as a resource person in various QIPs, FDPs, research workshops, and seminars. Thank you so much, madam, for being a part of this FDP, madam. We welcome you to this FDP, ma'am. Over to you, madam.
Just a minute. I hope I'm audible. Can
Yes,
I get
ma'am.
the confirmation, sir? Yeah. Thank you so much for the nice introduction, and I thank the management as well as the coordinator and the convener for this workshop. Special thanks to Dr. Kiran sir for giving me the opportunity to give the talk for the second time in your esteemed, engineering college. I welcome you all again, and once again, I thank all of you for the wonderful opportunity where I can explore and share my expertise and learn from you people. I was asking sir that overall my audience, sir was telling faculty members as well as the PG scholar and some students are there. Just wanted to know before I start with my presentation, because the workshop is based on ML and cybersecurity. I thought today what I felt is actually I will just try to discuss about some of my research in ML, then connect with how this ML is actually recent advancement which happened in machine learning, and wanted to connect with the theme of the workshop with respect to the cybersecurity. I hope this is fine, and wanted to know anybody is working in machine learning field, especially with respect to business analytics or healthcare analytics or any AI, etc., etc. You can put your messages in the comment box. Wanted to make it more interactive so that because it is a post lunch session. I hope my screen is visible. Is it visible, sir?
No, ma'am.
No. 1 second, sir. I think you should make me as a presenter.
Yes, you're already presenter, ma'am. You can.
Okay, fine. My screen is visible, sir, now?
Not it, ma'am.
Not it? 1 second.
Yes.
I hope it is fine. Now it should be visible, no,
Yes.
sir?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is visible. Please.
So my topic is actually the recent advancement in machine learning. I just wanted to justify for the topic as well as for the workshop. Hope I am audible and clear. Can I get the confirmation,
Yes,
Dr.
ma'am.
Kevin? Yes, sir.
Yes.
So since the FDP is on recent trends in cybersecurity and machine learning, I thought the recent trends in machine learning then connect with what is happening with respect to cybersecurity, because both the things are actually, it is a jumbo ones of the current trend, and I will try to connect with the data science field, because as you all know, the recent trend is actually AI, ML, deep learning. People talk about multiple things, And also recently, actually, for past 4 to 5 years, ML is actually playing a major role in cyber security. So we will see how far it is actually, the machine learning is helping all the process which is going to be, used in the cyber security. So now, the topic actually I have thought of covering today is, since the session is only 40 minutes, it is more or less I wanted more interactive session also. So recently I come across this word as the auto ML. I hope whatever I'm going to discuss, it should not be a duplication. If anything is there, if I am taking again the same thing which other resource person has handled, you can stop me at any time. No problem. So automated ML, that is shortly call it as the auto ML. That means machine learning itself, it is automated. So we don't have to actually select the algorithms or do any kind of a process which is involved in the data analysis process. So how far it is feasible to use this auto machine learning, and other recent areas ML is actually, it is doing a major role is virtual assistants. People might have heard about 24 bar 7 and 360-degree feedback, each and every business. For example, I think in the profile introduction, professor was talking about ACM student chapter. You may be having some professional body like IEEE, ACM, Springer, Elsevier. When you are taking the membership, now if there is any issue with joining the chapter or getting the number after the payment, so there is a chat which is available, but people get confused with chatbot as well as with the virtual assistant. So not the human intervention. Virtual assistant is actually helping us to get all the process whatever the human can do it. It will be throughout. So irrespective of the country and the continent and the time we belongs to, we will get the response within a span of time. That's what it actually machine learning is replacing a humans with some kind of a process, whichever it can do it. So then the other area is actually recently coming up a field is chatbot, which has already reached one stage, but again it is going to be a chatbot because all IntelliBot, all those things are there. Each business is trying to use this chatbot. Even the universities as well as the colleges all over the world, people are trying to use this for interacting with the parent, interacting with the student, interacting with the teachers, and getting somebody is actually coming into the website, just wanted to know something, it suddenly pop up will come and ask for any help. So we all know that these are all the things which is happening. Let us know what is exactly the machine learning is playing a major role here. And few of my research, as sir told, I'm into healthcare as well as into business analytics. So recently I have actually talked about healthcare, and we have filed a patent as well as the copyright also. And we got some Best Innovator Award. I'll be briefing that. Even Christ University is offering such kind of a things. So we always welcome the faculty member and the students community to participate in our university to get such kind of innovations and other things. There are a lot of opportunities there. I thought this, I would like to consider this as a forum in which where I can introduce a few of our research activities which we are planning to conduct it in the next academic year from July onwards. And the data world, because nowadays people talk about machine learning, AI, deep learning, neural networks. In data science field, people are trying to download the data and creating a model, and trying to check whether the model is okay, and then evaluate the particular model, then get the interpretation. All these things are standard process which is happening in the data science field, or maybe I can say data analysis field. But at the end of the day, if we ask the end user or maybe the person who is working, do you know the data? What level you understood? Maybe sometimes they may not be knowing about their input. So understanding the data is also very, very essential, irrespective of whatever analysis they do. They may do a predictive analytics, or they may do a descriptive analytics, or they may actually trying to do a descriptive analytics or a prescriptive analytics. But without knowing the input, one who is actually trying to make an interpretation or generating the strategy, it will be really very difficult in the real time scenario. So we will try to see how the machine learning is helping us to understand, and in what way it is actually making more sense with respect to future engineering, feature extraction, feature selections, all those things I should actually touch upon because considering the time, if anybody is interested later, maybe we can collaborate and work together. Then I will touch the cyber security as the theme and the concept is ML and cyber security. So now, what is the role of machine learning engineers? Because we talk about machine learning, people always get confused with machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning. Everybody will try to claim that this is an ML algorithm. Whoever is trying to teach or maybe trying to learn data mining, so which is starting from the statistics, data mining, machine learning, artificial intelligence, everything is coming under the umbrella of artificial intelligence. So machine learning, we can say it is a one subset of artificial intelligence, or maybe I can replace the word as AI with ML or ML with the deep learning. All it is actually coming under the intelligence family, we all know. But as actually a machine learning engineer, suppose if I join as the ML engineer or maybe as the data scientist or data analyst, what should be the role I should be playing majorly? So am I how to select the algorithms, or maybe am I how to improvise the quality of the data, or am I here to actually discover the strategies? These are all some of the questions we may have in our mind. So machine learning engineers mainly will focus on the algorithm selections as well as understanding the data and trying to extract whichever data it is relevant for their analysis. Once it is actually the features are selected based on some standard methods, either they can use a statistical algorithms or maybe a machine learning method or any data mining algorithm, they may use it for doing all these things. Then they will try to build the model to see whether they can predict the unknown object or the new data is coming into the database. That is actually the standard process what we will be looking into. But it is very, very tough to actually decide the algorithm because there are, yes, sir, somebody had unmuted. Can
Yes,
I?
I will mute him, madam. Please proceed.
Yeah. Any question answer, I would like to actually connect with you people at the end of the things. So machine learning engineer will play a major role in the data science as well as in the data analysis process.
Somewhere there is a disturbance, ma'am. I just find out. Anuj
Yeah,
garu? Yes, ma'am.
can you people mute yourself? Yes. Is there any doubt or anything? So can I continue, sir?
Yes, madam.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. So the general data science process, because I wanted to cover about the machine learning. So first thing is, as you all know, we will collect the data, that is the raw data, which is collected from the real time. So all over the world, we may sometimes use the live data, we may take the data from website, we may take the data from the local server, or data may be coming from sensor, or data may be collected from the World Wide Web, or it can be from a spatial data or map related data. It can be any kind of a variety of data because we are going to use the heterogeneous data. But before we go for applying any kind of algorithms model, we have to actually check the data is actually it is cleaned properly, the quality is improved, because the idea is once we are not using the missing informations or incomplete data or inconsistent data, whatever we carried out throughout, all those errors and inconsistencies will come into the conclusion. We may give a wrong prediction at the end. So data is actually it is processed in the next stage and will be cleaned properly. And once it is cleaned, it will be exploratory data analysis will be used to identify whether the data is actually it is distributed symmetrically or is it asymmetric. The skewness of the data, we can understand the average of the data as well as we can find out minimum, maximum, and all kind of quartiles, and we can try to draw a box plot and see how far it is. So this in-depth understanding will come once we do the exploratory data analysis. Then once we understood about the data, the model will be actually constructed. So there only the problem comes, lot of challenges are there because it is depending on our data, whether the data is supervised or unsupervised or semi-supervised. Now, most of the data maybe it is unsupervised when we are dealing with social media data because we connect with WhatsApp, we connect with Instagram, Facebook, etc., etc. A lot of social media is there. Handling becomes very difficult because, as you all know, we use smileys and pictures, audios, videos, animated images, etc., etc., because there is no standard which is followed. But then it is considered as the complex data. In such kind of a data is there, which machine learning algorithm will work? Is there any standard algorithm which is actually available, readily available for social media data or maybe for a complex data, or and the data is having a high dimensionality of the data? That means big data when you think about that. But I will say no, because we cannot actually name this algorithm. For example, when you consider decision tree or maybe a support vector machine, these are all very popular machine learning algorithms. Support vector machine is considered as one of the highest predictor tool with 100% accuracy with which we will get it. But I cannot conclude stating that wherever we are trying to make a prediction, we will use an SVM classifier, nothing like that. So I have a funny examples and case studies which I come across. I thought I will share it with you people. So here we say no lunch is free. It means nobody is offering a free lunch. So in this data science field, no algorithm is actually which is giving a best solution for any kind of a problem. It will vary from one particular problem to the another problem. That's what it is actually interpreted. So when I wanted to make a decisions based on the weather report, or maybe based on the geographical information, or maybe I'm using some image related data, I have to actually sit and experiment, then apply which algorithm is actually which is behaving very effectively, maybe with respect to accuracy wise and with respect to the way in which it is taking the processing time. All those things which is considered when we have to evaluate the ML algorithm. Okay, so people are looking for it. Is really a hectic task to find out because every day new algorithms are there, lot of thousands and thousands of algorithms. So in data science field, what is the role of data scientist? So most of the times maybe we will be actually thinking about the data and algorithms, then we'll be involved in only selecting the algorithm rather than is there any tool which will recommend us you use this particular algorithm. Yes, there is actually somewhat it is automated, that I will brief you when we come into the auto machine learning. But then once we try to make a decision, the decision will be based on the model, whatever we try to algorithm. Based on that, we will try to visualize in the form of a graph so that the end user can understand better. So that's how actually we try to do. Sometimes we try to produce the data also. See, for example, not that every time we get the data from the real world community. Data also will be produced. The data, or you can produce the data with respect to the machine learning. These are all actually some of the standard process which is happening in the data science field. Each and every stage, our machine learning is actually playing a major role. We all of us, we may be knowing that some of you might have actually experienced maybe in the form of a data collection, or to identify whether this particular data is relevant or not, whether should I use this column or not, whether can I use 50% of the data or not, because whenever we are trying to use the model, we have to split the data into training samples as well as the test samples, because these are all actually the learning algorithms. It will try to behave, some of the algorithms will behave very good if the data is actually it is less number of data. Some of the, excuse me, can you please mute yourself? Excuse me, sir or madam.
Remove them.
Somebody has, I think.
Madam, please unmute yourself so that actually I've muted everyone.
Oh, I was muted by somebody.
Madam,
Okay.
please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Is there any doubt or because somebody
No,
raised the hand?
no, madam.
Fine,
No
sir.
one.
Fine. Is it everything is fine?
Yes, ma'am. Everything is fine.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. So these are all actually some of the steps which is involved in the data science process. We'll try to see what is the role of the data scientist. I wanted to introduce few website which is very, very interesting. This NIME, it is actually a lot of data science related informations they are putting it. This blog is useful for the people, those who wanted to know more about data science and data analyst, as well as with respect to the machine learning. It is actually a lot of open for innovations are available here. So the data scientist difficulty is actually trying to select which algorithm, ML algorithm will work for this particular data. If I am, as a researcher, maybe if I ask you, many of you are maybe a professor working in data science related task, it is a very, very tedious job for us to decide this algorithm you use it unless and until we apply any data and use it and see how far it is working. So some kind of automation which is done in the selection of the algorithm itself, ML is playing a major role. So auto ML is used to actually, help us to select which kind of machine learning will be suitable. So the recommendation will come from this particular tool. Okay. Role of the auto machine learning is actually we will get the recommendation for writing the ML algorithm as well as for selecting the ML algorithm, because as you all know, thousands and thousands of algorithms are there. Many algorithm is efficient. People actually proved that it is better optimized, but still there are a lot of confusion scope for the improvement. Which machine learning algorithm, when I try to use new data, what kind of challenges are there? So we need to understand. So that is actually somewhat it is automated, but there is a question: is that everything the auto ML will suggest? No. Auto ML will suggest picking the file. It can be from any data file. So look at this pictorial representation nicely they had given here. And the data can be coming from the cloud or maybe from any database server. It can be RDBMS or ADBMS or data warehouse server, or can be any ETL process, or it can be from the web portal, or maybe from the local file. And the data blending will be there where we try to integrate, extract, transform, load. Then human interactions will be there to modify the particular data. Then the data will be pre-processed. Once the data is pre-processed, the pre-processed data will be actually fed into the ML model. That is called machine learning automation, where the machine learning automation which will try to split the data into training samples and the test samples. So when the model is actually applied first time, the data will be training samples will be used from the same data, and again they will try to check it. The recent things in machine learning is reinforcement learning. You people might have heard about reinforcement learning. The thing is, everything is actually supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and then reinforcement learning is actually it is added as the third category in same task again and again. We learn from the mistake. It is actually adapted from the human development. So our ML learning algorithm is also will reiterate the things till it satisfies the conditions. For example, first time when you try to execute the algorithm, it may give 50%. You use another set of data and try to learn from the mistake what you did from the past one, then it will actually repeat that particular task. That is actually call it as the reinforcement learning. So that is again it is automated. So then the model will be constructed depending on the highest performance. It will be visualized once the outcome will be actually represented in the form of a graph. So that is the recent scenario. So downloaded model may be a pie chart or a bar chart or a histogram, all those things will be there so that the end user will understand better. This is actually a general process, or I can say it is a standard process which is happening in the machine learning field. This is actually call it as the auto ML. So this auto ML is actually where it is playing a major role. The auto ML, there is one funny examples which is given here. No free lunch. That is nothing but we are not actually getting free lunch from outside. We have to pay for it. Okay. So machine learning algorithm is also, it is like that. It is not going to actually tell you that this machine learning algorithm is best for every application, or all these applications you can use, these are all the algorithms. Nothing like that is actually till now it is suggested, because there is a discussions. There is no new theory. People are trying to use a old theory and trying to apply. So we may find out a new field for the applications type. That's what which is happening in the modern machine learning field. So now what we have to do is, the weakness of the machine learning is, first of all we need to understand the strength and the weakness, and then we can try to apply each field and see how it is working. But the auto ML, getting the data, pre-processing the data, building some model, and trying to give a conclusions, that is actually doing automatic processes there. So this is somewhat 60 to 70 percentage which is automated. It is for some appropriate problem, not for all the problems. So this is actually which is written very nicely in the elitedataScience.com website is there, the blog is there. This picture is taken from there, and some more add on to the auto machine learning, because I actually enjoyed while reading this particular article. Automatic machine learning, that is actually which will try to automate the standard data science process, which I was showing. These are all the standard data science process which is there, like starting from cleaning, collecting the data, processing the data, like for example, cleaning and transformation, integration and model building and checking the things, and all these things are actually which is automated. Converting the raw data into machine readable form, then making the interpretation, visualization, and trying to generate the in-depth knowledge about the tools as well as the algorithms, which is very essentials. That is only appropriate for a few problems, not for all kind of problems, because new problem will come. Then we need to find out. But the auto ML is actually, it is working 60 to 70 percentage for this process, and able to interpret the result as well as to describe. Because now the recent scenario is prescriptive analysis. We need to actually prescribe what is the recommendation we are giving for the doctors. If the doctor is looking for some kind of a recommendation, or so if we are trying to develop a ML based application, our tool will say that how to go about the treatment planning, or maybe whether to give the take the treatment or not, or maybe and what level the patient is suffering. These things and all, it is actually, you might have heard about, these things are actually recent scenario in healthcare industry. So we can try to create a story out of that, and the data is given. So what is the role of auto machine learning is, one who do not know about the machine learning, for example the business people and the domain expert like doctors or the layman, anybody in that case. So not studied about the machine learning, but still they would like to actually implement certain tasks with respect to machine learning concept. For example, when you wanted to actually identify the data, convert the raw data into the machine readable form, make the interpretation, as well as trying to generate the visualization, and then create a depth analysis. It can be an exploratory analysis or descriptive analysis, and then make the interpreting the result and creating a prescriptions, that is in the form of a storytelling. These are all the things is taken care of by the auto machine learning. So this is actually whatever task it is actually, as of now it is listed out here, it is considered the standard data science process. So 60 to 70 percentage for appropriate problem will be solved with respect to this automations. Nowadays the recent scenario is pipeline. People might have heard about pipeline. We are also working with multi-model development as well as with the pre-processing pipeline. I'll just brief a little bit. So I involved in EEG identification, because handling EEG data is very difficult for the neurologist. So we have a neurocognitive lab. But then the problem with the EEG data is actually the noise, even the understanding, because people talk about alpha, beta, gamma, and when it comes to the signals, whether this the where the noise rate is there, So we have actually used a lot of ML algorithms to identify the noise ratio as well as filtered certain noise, and because the machine created noise also will be there, man created noise also will be there. So there are more than one methods which is used, but it is readily available. So there and all, it is this kind of a pipelines. Even APIs are nowadays which is available, irrespective of the tool. When you consider the R tool or a MATLAB or a Python, so we have a lot of standard machine learning pipeline tools which will work efficiently for selecting the algorithms. It can be for supervised algorithms or unsupervised algorithm, as well as for multiple pre-processing techniques are there. Certain pipeline techniques are already available, as you all know, starting from converting the raw data into a meaningful data readable format, and then type of the data, it can be JPEG file to JPG file, or can be TXT file to the .csv file, file conversion, or it can be a features, or removing the head and then identifying the missing details, and then trying to replacing the missing details in the form of a meaningful information. These are all, we will say, it is a pre-processing. There also we have some set of machine learning pipelines and APIs are there to help us to explore further in pre-processing. And feature engineering is actually, it is a coming up area in which it is very, very essential for us to understand which are all the features are really relevant for our analysis before we go for applying those features into that. For example, when I take the MRI image, uh, when I take the MRI image, the size of the MRI image, the color of the MRI image, the brightness of the MRI image, or maybe the area in which where I am trying to actually do my analysis, all those things are very, very essential. So we can apply some standard machine learning algorithms, or statistical tools are there to identify and re-engineer the things, and then to categorize whether it is relevant or not. So we will be extracting the features. Then we will select those particular features, maybe with respect to correlations, or maybe with respect to some of the machine learning pipelines can be used, as well as the hyperparameter tuning is actually which is done. So these are all actually the task is actually readily available. When I say auto machine learning, the auto machine learning is focusing on some standard process. The standard process is nothing but selecting the algorithm, fine tuning the data with respect to pre-processing, applying feature engineering, feature extractions, feature selections, and the hyperparameter tuning. These are all the things are actually, we don't have to learn about the machine learning concept or derivations or etc., think like that, because now any businessman or maybe a doctor's, it is for them, it is a Greek and Latin, right? So readily some pipelines are there. The major focus is actually, we will be involved in developing such kind of a pipelines in future also. So especially to talk about healthcare analytics, we are also actually building a pipeline which will work for a few things. So one I spoke about EEG. Other one is we are working with PET and CT things, because the recent scenario in healthcare industry is hybrid tool. As you all know, it is very difficult to actually diagnose the cancer. And if we come to know the middle age or maybe at the end stage, even more it is difficult to identify which stage and what kind of a tumor it is, and exactly what is the size of the tumor. So, because the doctor has to decide whether the patient should be in a position to accommodate the treatment. As you all know, the treatment is not very user friendly, because the doctors also will struggle to give the treatment, and the patient also will struggle to accommodate the the treatment, because chemo or diagnosis comes. It is really hectic for the patient to undergo all those process, but one should take a decision properly. Now we thought, why don't we do it in the respiratory systems? I started doing it with respect to cardiac related problems. That was not the cancer, sudden cardiac arrest. We did, and we estimated the arrhythmia. Any patient who is suffering with a heart attack, when we delay the treatment for more than half an hour or 45 minutes, death will come. This, I think, few of you might have heard about. But if not, please understand, because if someone is actually having heart related issues, we have to, take the particular patient to the doctor immediately. Otherwise, the blockages will come. As and when we delay, the number of blockages will be more. So if it is more, then it will be stopped functioning also. The heart will stop functioning also. That is call it as the sudden cardiac arrest. So we developed a model, pipeline model, which is starting from loading the MRI image and trying to do the pre-processing and building the model, and then the model will check whether that arrhythmia is there or not. If it is there, whether the patient needs to fix the pacemaker or not. As we know that the pacemaker is used to regulate the heart functionality. So we developed this model. We actually presented this model with respect to two medical university, one in USA for the collaboration, our final work. And the scholar also joined postdoc doctoral fellow as the Nebraska University, USA, and one of the very famous global level, cardiologist. I forgot his name. I have it in mind. So this Nebraska is actually a very very popular medical university. Number one things in the stent. He fixed the first stent in the global level. So he was very happy when we presented the work. So we did not actually um, realize that we didn't get a lot of appreciation in that time. But when we present our work outside the country, people always use it to appreciate like anything. So why I'm telling here, in what way it is connected, the recent advancement, we ourselves, we have contributed small things. So why can't you people? Because maybe majorly many people are maybe working with this, because the idea is, see, I do research, I write a paper, I get this Scopus index. That is not actually will get the happiness or the inner peace. Whatever we do academically, if we can actually try to contribute small things to the societal problem, that's how I take a lot of problems which is associated with the society, try to throw some kind of a solution. That solution, I'm not bothered about whether the solution is giving 100% result or not. So even if it is 0.1% is used, or at least the awareness when we can create through our academic activities, maybe as an assignment or poster presentations or publications or a conference, whatever it is a remarkable contribution what we are going to do it for the society. Because machine learning is playing a major role in healthcare. We all of us know, because of that the pandemic is actually, it is charted out. Now again there is a saying, that third wave will come and no wave will come and fourth wave will come. Whether it will come or not, people are not worrying about, because in genomics, when you consider, or 5 to 10 minutes we can get the RT-PCR test. Previously it was not like that. And because of our research and development, we got all antibiotics and etc etc, and we had to become a new normal, or going slowly into the normal stage, the entire world, we all of us know. So in that case, it is lot of examples are there. I need not tell, we all of us experienced. So each one can take one problem with respect to the healthcare and try to at least to do a small review work or a experimental work and find out what is happening. That is actually a remarkable contribution to the society. So in healthcare, why we have taken this respiratory system means, these two siblings, heart as well as the lungs, these two is actually a respiratory movement. It will disturb each other when we are trying to take any kind of a diagnosis. For example, CT or a PET or MRI, especially I work with medical image. So I love to brief some of my topics here. I hope you don't mind. So it is a disturbance for the lab technician also. So what we did is how exactly we can identify the movement of the position in the respiratory, because when it is moving, and the tumor also will move along with the lungs, because it will it is actually, it is a movement device, right? So I will show you where exactly. So the lymph nodes are there, the shape will get changed, and we may try to identify the tumor will be there in this place. I may try to identify it is there in this particular place. They try to give the chemo here rather than giving chemo. So the normal skin is getting actually muted rather than the cancer tissue. So these are all actually the things which is happening in the cancer field especially. So lot of actually improvement optimizations doctors are looking into. So now what we did is actually we have developed the fusioning. It means hybrid tool is actually it is used. Nowadays the recent scenario in medical also, they try, if they can't diagnose with respect to CT, they ask the patient to go for a PET. If they can't identify with respect to PET also, they will ask to go for MRI. Tools are there. Not that in our countries, most of the people are middle class family, not that everybody can afford to get MRI. So there is one research, low cost MRI. Okay, so it may take 3 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours to get that image itself. Now, even when we are getting the image, when we try to see, we can watch here, but I don't think so. If you people are interested, I will show you the video of that particular lungs, how it is. Yeah. Can you people see here? I hope this is visible. How this is the internal movement of the moving lung tumor during the things when they were taking it. How difficult it is, you try to see here. I think, yeah, I think that is enough. I'll come back. Yeah. So now, we like to change the things. Now, this is actually the, we actually.
कुछ नहीं हो सकता यार. He is a tough nut to crack.
Next.
How are you?
Madam, I just muted everyone. Can you please unmute yourself, ma'am?
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
My screen is visible, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, sir. I think, yeah, 10 more minutes, I will wind it up. So in healthcare, we have actually did, because when we checked in the, the literature, people actually talked about a lot of artifacts. The artifacts is nothing but the noise in the images. Clinical paper, we found a clinical paper as well as the non-clinical paper from the AI-based paper also. It was a lot of a disturbance for us, how we can rectify these artifacts or identify these artifacts, because the doctors will consider those artifacts as the tumor. Because when you see here, the people will lie down on the bed. When you consider here, when you see here, I think, I hope it is, you can see, I will use the pen here. Yeah. I hope, yeah. See, look at here, these are all actually the external artifacts, which is very, very easy to, identify. Um, very, very easy, right? So now you consider here, we may see certain position is actually, we may wrongly diagnose that it is a tumor, but it is not exactly the tumor. The tumor is actually in this particular location. Because of that, it will show in another location also. This is actually the respiratory movement of the tumor, what we actually did with the PET and CT. So we have actually, this is a CT image, this is the PET image. We have applied DWT, that is a discrete wavelet transformation algorithm, to decompose this, as well as actually we have integrated these two things using a fusion. So what we did is, when we combine these two, because CT is having lot of disadvantages, PET has its own advantage and disadvantage. In the medical field, both it is two different methods, but there is always a scope for the improvement, right? So we combined these two images. So for that, we developed a model for fusioning, and then we could see the accuracy is actually the improvement is very good. So what we did is actually our proposed image fusion. It is a denoising CNN. It is a conventional neural networks we used, as well as we used Gaussian noise. We identified Gaussian noise, and it is actually a consist of electrical noise that is formed with respect from amplifiers, detectors, or any medical diagnostic devices. So Gaussian noise affect the pixel in the images, which can actually make the doctors to make misinterpretations of the features in the image. So this is primarily used to blur the edges. So while removing the noise in the fused image, so we used denoise CNN. Maybe you can ask whether CNN is also considered as the ML. See, everything we can say it is an ML. So what is the method we used is actually we have loaded the PET-CT data after the fusioning. We have done some pre-processing. We built the model. We evaluated the model, and we also actually we are planning to generate a GAN using GAN, generative adversarial networks. We thought we will convert into 3D representation, but we could not complete this 3D representation. We are trying to work on this, and that's what in the medical field. Some other things also I am into. I will just brief as a small note. Recently, I am started working with, for past 2 years working with neurological images. I interacted with one neurosurgeon. I think uh, she is located in Nellore, Andhra Pradesh, especially head neurosurgeon. Madam had actually given a stroke MRI. That is the first day patient when he joined, and third day, and there are a lot of structural variations and subtractions we did, and there was a blood clot all over the brain. So we did something small, and she told she was interested to do ML and AI based techniques. So we are actually developing a multi-model classifier as well as the emotional intelligence, because many of us are hiding our emotions and trying to act as if we are normal, but it is very difficult to measure what kind of emotions one who is suffering with anger or happy or anxiety, because it is increased during this pandemics, and post pandemic is actually giving a lot of demand for the society, because people are not comfortable after the work from home hybrid mode, all those things are there. So we how to actually treat even the emotions as a normal disease. So we are trying to develop a model into that also, and especially with the neurological image, we try to we thought we will accommodate more than one kind of heterogeneous data, because the recent trend is actually try to use a hybrid data type, which there is no single model which is used to work for multiple data types, whether the data may be PET or a CT or a EEG or EMG, whatever it is. But people already work with the two combination, three combination. We wanted to try as many as possible. I hope we should complete efficiently within a year one model building. So if anybody is interested, you can join with us. Another area is actually we need to think about the business. So 2 years, the online business is increased like anything, and we are all witnessing that because of pandemic is one of the reason. Other thing is actually we have a smartphone, we are addicted to try to select and put it into the cart, whether you are buying it or not. Later, you will get the alert saying that 5% discount, 10% discount, 20% discount. These are all the patterns which is discovered from the database based on your usage and interest, which is captured. The machine learning is playing a major role, and leveraging machine learning and AI technology, we will get better understanding with respect to the data, because self-service platform and other technologies are there, and business decisions, especially to take an efficient decisions with respect to inventory, reducing the production error, customer loyalty, all those places ML is playing a major role. And e-commerce companies are day to day, they are improvising like anything to improve the customer, because the customers are all over the world, and it is easily I can jump from Zomato to Swiggy to Mintra to Azio, etc., because multiple mobile applications and web application portals are doing e-commerce related, all in one. Amazon and Flipkart, even they started the food delivery. Everything is there. Okay, delivery partners, then they themselves give the delivery. So here, if they are not thinking about the service improvement, they can't do it. ML is playing a major role. And financial fraud, because of the digital transmissions, financial fraud is actually it is lot. Even ML is helping us to detect the financial fraud and ensuring the compliance and improved productivity, not only in business, telecommunication, as well as in IoT and the cloud. The other area is actually it is the data world, which helps to analyze the large chunk of data, because the scientist will play a major role. Data scientist. It is not easy to actually handle all the data. So some amount it is automated the process, So gaining a lot of prominence and recognition is there. The role of machine learning is actually primarily using a data mining and the analysis. The result is actually in the form of any kind of a model. The model will try to use it for the predictions, making the interpretations, as well as to give the conclusions. So advancement with other area also, I just surveyed maps, especially where cities are considered the nodes and roads are considered the edges. So we talk about graphs and networks, right? Human relationship, humans are the nodes and the relationship are considered the edges. What kind of a relationship are there from this person to another person? If you wanted to find out the collaborate networks, there are a lot of actually, our Vidwan, LinkedIn, ResearchGate, everywhere you can see the collaborators as well as the co-authors. Google Scholar itself, it's an example. So people try to use the web graphics because web pages and edges are hyperlinks. Knowledge graph, chemistry field molecular graphs can be used to represent the atoms and the chemical bonds to express the structural formula of different chemical components. These are all which is started in April 2019. MIT research shows that they started using graphical neural networks. It is called it as the GNN. I also get frequent mail from the industry people graph database, because the recent scenario is they are suggesting all the organization to go for a graph database, so that lot of flexibility and optimization is there, irrespective of the shapes and other things heterogeneous. We can try to use, we can make the predictions about how solid object it is as well as the liquids interact. So ML in cyber security, if I am not touching this, I don't think so that faculty, workshop will end up. So are you secure? Zero trust security. I was giving one talk on zero trust security because there are many companies involved using machine learning to provide a zero trust security. How far our mobile phone is actually it is safe? How save it? So login name, password, everything. So anybody can hack the details from all those things, right? So including the data privacy. So now ML and cyber security, there are a beautiful article which is written in 2022 by Simply Learn. A PDF is already available. Maybe if you have a time, you can watch it. Emerging AI and machine learning trends to watch that. That is it's available. I am not actually opening that due to time constraint. There's one case study. It was very, very interesting case studies I found from LinkedIn. Machine learning in cyber security. People might have discussed about, but a dark trace case studies are there. Maybe if time is there, I will show you that. And other references are actually the algorithm selection in machine learning. It is automated, and you can check for name machine learning and cyber security. There is a georgetown.edu. These are all the blogs which is very, very useful for you people to further explore the recent advancement in machine learning. That's it from my end. Maybe 1 minute if I have time. Can I have a time, sir? I'll just show you the articles which I told you people. There is one community called Machine Learning and Cyber Security. This is a if anybody is interested and explore more about the cyber security and network security people are there, cyber security people are there, you can join in the CSET, Center for Security and Emerging Technology. So machine learning is considered as one of the emerging technology in the cyber security field. Very nice, interesting articles. If you have a time, you can go through this particular article, which is talking about the hype and the reality of machine learning and the cyber security. The few other things are there. These are all people are doing for cyber AI team from the CSET. So that is Center for Security and Emerging Technology. So I think you can make a membership. Or I'm not doing marketing, but I found this community is very interesting community. They are doing lot many things. So how our ML is actually going to play a major role in the security field, because it is a coming up field. Other thing is this LinkedIn. I also got Dr. Kiran sir is from LinkedIn friend, and from that time onwards we collaborate and do a lot of joint conference and other things. Machine learning and cyber security. A dark stage case studies is there. Those who are interested, you can refer this. If you wanted, I can provide the link. So These are all some of the things, cyber security in different zones like network security, application security, endpoint security, data security, and infrastructure, information security, cloud, organization policy framework, end user behavior, identity management, because this is considered as one of the essential things, process of understanding the access every individual has in an organization. And recently I come across RPA, because in the industrial data analysis, they use the robotic process outsourcing, analytics, mobile security, disaster recovery. These are all actually major area in which ML is playing a role. The evolution of machine learning is how AI and ML help each other. See, 1950 onwards, AI is there, early stage, and then over a period in 1990s, machine learning become popular. It started to flourish it, and then now we are talking about deep learning is the breakthrough. People are actually trying to say that conventional neural networks. Then again, there is a saying capsule networks will replace. Capsule networks is actually, it is popular in US and UK. A few of our students studied PhD there in Kingston University and Warwick University. So they had given the presentation. If you are interested, you can explore further into your replace the machine learning. Capsule networks will replace the machine learning. These are all recent advancement in machine learning. So whether we talk about AI or ML or data mining or statistics or whatever it is, everything actually we can claim that proudly that machine learning is playing a major role in all kind of activities in the society. That's it from my end. If there is any question, open for the discussion. I will stop my presentation. I hope, yeah.
Thank you very much, madam. Dear participants, if you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself and you can clarify your doubts.
I think I'm not able to put the link, sir. The messaging is not available, I think.
Okay, ma'am, it's okay.
Okay, fine, sir. No issue.
I think participants are.
Yeah, it's a time now, I think, maybe.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. They are fine with your presentation, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, sir, ma'am. Actually,
Yeah.
not a doubt, no doubt, but regarding that, just you said like we
Yeah.
can take the membership in this machine
Yes.
learning regarding that, right? Just can you share the details once, or directly should we log into
Definitely,
the?
definitely. Thanks, madam.
Yes.
I wanted to share few details also. See, every August we conduct one competition called Prism. That was actually Indo-Korea project. Innovator Award. I encourage the faculty member and the students of engineering college or college to participate. I will send you the details through Dr. Kiran sir. Please try to prepare your students and maybe you can apply for that. So we give 2 lakhs prize. It is a Korean collaborated with the Korean university. We give best prizes. All those things are there. That is one. Another one is we have collaborated with the Japan University, Aju University. We are conducting a mini conference in July and major conference in January. So anybody is welcome. I will send the details because January conference is a Scopus indexed. We will be conducting as a main host in March IEEE as well as the Springer conference, which is lined up. Both it is a Scopus indexed. I would like to see you people there also, so that because we can partner and do a collaborative conference and workshop. I am talking about the membership is actually one is the ACM membership. You can try to take a
Yes.
membership through the Google. It is available, but we need to pay for it. It is for the student, it is 1,000 rupees. For the faculty, it is 1,500. You can attach with any chapter, or maybe the department can start any professional chapter like ACM student chapter or maybe IEEE chapter. We have a chapter in our department, ACM chapter. It is founded by me and in our department. We named it as the Christ University. If you people are
Oh,
interested, some of you are interested, you are not starting the chapter, you can also give your membership ID. We will attach with our chapter. we can conduct some collaborative research activities, symposium, conference, webinar, etc., like that. So that's what
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
actually,
so.
yes. So I
Yeah, yeah.
would love to do a collaborative research work. Being a research coordinator, I have 115 scholars are there. Any possibility? Yes, always welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you so much for the information, ma'am. Definitely, we'll be providing papers also.
Thank
Yes,
you.
definitely, ma'am. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
yes,
Thank
madam.
you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, sir.
You gave us deep insight on recent advancements in machine learning. You told us clearly on how we can create an auto machine learning model and what is the standard process and what is the standard machine learning pipeline. And you also spoke about a real-time scenario, that is the motion of lung tumor during radiotherapy. And then you spoke about proposed image fusion framework. And you clearly spoke about the recent advancements in machine learning. And then you finally gave us an insight on how important is machine learning and cyber security and what is the scope of machine learning and cyber security. Thank you so much, madam, for sparing your valuable time with us. Uh,
Thank you.
we really enjoyed a lot. Uh, Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for patiently listening.
Thank
Yeah,
you, ma'am.
thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope, can I leave, sir? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You can leave, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Thank you. Sir, Dr. Hariram, sir, I think you have joined recently, sir, to the sessions. Good evening, sir. Dr. Hariram, sir.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir. A bit lower, but you're audible, sir.
Now it's okay. Hello.
Very good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
We are honored to have you here as a resource person, sir. Uh, in spite of your busy schedule, you spared us your valuable time to share your deep insights. Let me take a few minutes to introduce you, sir.
Thank you. Yes. Okay.
Dr. Hariram Shah graduated in computer engineering AMIE in the year 1996 from Institution of Engineers, India. He pursued his master's degree in computer science and engineering ME in the year 2007 from Satyabama University, Chennai. Dr. Shah has completed his PhD in 2017. He carries 24 years of rich experience in the teaching and research field. He has guided many students for their project work both at graduation and post-graduation level And presently, Dr. Shah is guiding 8 PhD scholars in different domains. He has published 35 plus articles about both in conferences and journals. He has attended many workshops and conferences in the area of data mining. And his areas of interest include data mining, image processing, intelligence tools, and privacy preserving. He has chaired many sessions in IEEE conferences, including session chairs in IEEE conference in Cambridge University, UK, London. Sir, we welcome you to this online FDP, sir. Thank you for sparing your valuable time to give your insights in this FDP, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your best introduction. Okay, so good afternoon, you all. Dear friends, how many are there? How many are there, please?
93
Okay, good.
there in the session, sir.
Okay, so let me tell you, please. Actually, I'm not quite well during these days. As already informed to you that just last week only I made an accident and I've gone through this surgery. So somehow I'm managing this. Actually, I have committed to deliver some expert session in this 5 days FDP. So please forgive me. I'll try to manage for 30 minutes, half an hour. And today I'm going to discuss something about security on online media. Actually, we are so dependent on social media. Okay, so how to protect ourselves and our family from the social media? On that, we'll discuss some 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, and later on, if I get chance and if I'll be permitted in future, also I can have some more sessions. No problem for that. But for today, I'm with only 50% of energy. I'm trying to communicate with you all, please. So please forgive me. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Hariramsha. You joined. Thank you, please.
Okay. So in this share screen, from where are you getting? Share screen, please.
Before that, you have an option called leave. Just adjoining to that leave, you have a button called as share, please.
Okay, just a minute. So participant. Please guide me. I'm unable to find this share screen.
Sir, on top of the page,
Yes.
next before leave, you have an option called share, sir, on top of the page.
On top of the page.
Top right corner.
Otherwise, you can
Top right
find
side.
three dots. Three dots or more option will be there. Just you can click on that also. Then you will find the option.
No, from
Dot,
top right corner, I'm getting only dismiss.
Sir, on top right corner, you have camera symbol and then mic symbol and then share symbol, sir.
The top right corner, I'm getting.
Sir, you can find out camera down or up. Sometimes it will be in the down or sometimes up,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm getting camera at down, right corner at down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then beside that camera, you will have audio, then a speaker, something will be. Then either three dots or share option directly you can see, sir. Either share with the up arrow or dot. If you're having the dots, then you click on the dot, then you will get that option to share. Otherwise, directly share will be there, sir.
That's what I'm trying to search. I'm getting nothing. My actually camera is on. I'm able to see my peak. Okay, and on the top right corner, only dismiss is there, and on the top of that, nothing is there.
Next to camera symbol, is there any option called share, sir?
No, sir, I'm not able to find. Three
Or
dots
any?
are there. Okay, three dots are there.
Yeah, just click on
So
it, sir.
device
Yeah,
settings, so call details, enter full screen gallery, large gallery, together mode, so background effects, turn off applications, keypad. That's it.
Okay.
Stop sharing. Nothing is coming. Three dots are there, but in that three dots, no options are coming.
Next to three dots, what is there, sir?
Raise hand.
Sir?
Raise your hand. Hand symbol is there.
Right to it, sir. Right to the three dots.
Yes, right to three dots. Raise hand symbol is there.
Not to left, sir. Towards right, sir.
Yeah, towards right, I'm telling you. Raise hand. Hand symbol is there. And,
Okay, sir.
and after that, chat is in channel. Meeting is only available on team members. Then show participants. And then hang up.
Okay, sir.
Maybe sir can leave the meeting and join again and check.
Yes, sir. Can you please join? Leave the meeting and join again, sir.
Just
Maybe you can find them.
are you able to see this, please? The screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. We are able to
Yes,
see
sir.
that.
Okay, actually it was hidden. Actually, because of this window version, it was like that. Okay,
sir.
sorry for the delay.
It's okay, sir. Sir, can you make it as a slideshow, sir?
Yes. Amit. That's okay. Yes.
No, sir. It is still in the same.
Not showing.
Sir, you
Slideshow
need
is
to
not started.
choose the entire screen share option.
No, it's showing.
No, sir. We are not able to see the presentation also. We are able to see the presentation, sir. But
Okay.
slideshow has not started, sir. I think you have to start.
That's what
You have to click on.
slideshow I'm doing, but it is not accepted. Don't know why. Slideshow is there, and from the
Yes.
current slide.
Sir, can you click on the?
Now showing it is.
It is in the presentation mode only, sir, not in the slideshow mode.
So I don't know what will happen.
Maybe you You have to click on from the beginning. Try clicking on from the beginning.
Please, please. Not showing, sir? Yes? Is it coming now?
No, sir, but maybe you can start, sir. Like,
Okay, okay. Actually, I'm trying. I've tried from both, from the beginning, from the current. I don't know why it is happening. Anyway,
Actually,
so
when you are sharing, you have to share the screen, sir. It will show all the options. Otherwise, if we are sharing the window in the Zoom, that is one of the disadvantage. So, but it's okay. It's okay, sir. Anyway, we can Zoom and we will check, sir.
okay, a screen share asking, right? So I'm doing a screen share only. Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then entire screen are saying, right? Okay,
Now
entire
I come.
screen.
Now we can see only you, sir, not the screen, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's coming.
now we can see it, sir.
Are you able to see now?
We are able to see your screen, but not the presentation, sir.
That's what actually I have said, but you are saying that just the entire screen.
Yeah,
I have
that is
said,
fine, sir. Just open your PowerPoint presentation, sir.
it's okay now? Not coming?
It's okay, sir.
Okay,
We
can
can
you
see the
manage,
screen.
please? Okay, okay, please. Okay, I welcome you all, please, in my session. So we'll have very less time actually, almost 20 minutes having. So let me brief about this privacy and security in online social media. This is very, very important term nowadays, as I've written over here there. So as human being, our survival is on food, water, air, and social media. Is it right? Can you believe this term? Our survival is based on food, water, air, and social media. Is it right, dear friends?
No, actually, gadget Wi-Fi changes and devices, sir.
That's what social media. Without social media, even see nowadays what is
Yes,
our
sir. Yes.
mindset actually. Sometimes if we don't have a bottle of water, we can tolerate for a couple of hours. If we don't have electronic gadget in our hand with internet connection, then we feel anxiety and uncomfortable. Yes or no? That's actually fact. And you take any age group, right from 10 years to some 70 years, we all are on the same track. Without social media, it is very difficult to survive nowadays. But do we think that if we are on social media, what are the challenges we are facing every day? That are the major concern, very, very major concern. We are dependent on such extent that we tend to share every bit of information about our social platform. But stop to minute and think. If you think, see, this is my practical experience that even my friend, just 10 days back, he has visited abroad. So right from the Delhi airport, when he reached to Delhi airport, till reaching to US, he was sharing every bit of information that at this time I am here, I took this flight, I reached over there, I took this hotel. So this is our tendency nowadays. Always we are trying to expose ourselves, what we are doing. So just we think that is it necessary to share every bit of information? I'll take an example. We are living in a religion that we share so much information on social media and we still are secure and have a private life. Do we actually bother that before even signing the terms and conditions on the social media platform, we don't even care to read agreements? Some of us are so observed that showing off that we are enjoying the rain with whole family at NH8. Is it right? Are we doing this? I hope we all have to accept that. Nowadays, we all are doing the same thing. So, shall we do all these things? Is it necessary to share all the information? Okay, fine. When we are sharing all the information on social media, are we bothering? Are you thinking our security and our privacy? How secure we are? Let me tell you an example. I'm very good driver. I can drive my vehicle very well. I am so expert for driving. So is it guaranteeing that I am so expert driver and I'm driving my vehicle on highway, I am secure? Can I say that? Friends, my question is that I am very good driver, expert driver, but I am driving my vehicle on highway. So once I started driving my vehicle on highway, can I say that I am secure? There may not be a chance of any accident on the highway. Is it true?
No, sir.
I don't think it is true to say that I am secure, because I may be very expert driver. I am excellent driving vehicles. But once we go on the highway, so I am not alone on the highway. There are lots of people driving. So the person who are in front of me in driving vehicle, I don't know whether they are good driver or not. So that is the situation. Once you go on highway for driving, we are not secure. We are not safe. Like that, once you use social media, whatever the policies, terms and conditions, protocols from private sector, from government, so from wherever it is, but we cannot say that, we cannot say 100% that we are safe and secure. No one will take you 100% guarantee that your data is secure and you are safe. Is it right? Seriously, what is this need to tell everyone that you are out with your family on NH8? No need for that actually. You are actually sending direct information to all the thieves out there that we are not at home. Please, whatever you want to do it. So that is very, very challenging thing actually. See, as I gave the example of driving vehicle. So we are having two approach on the highway and another the service road. Just think on that. So both the facilities are available. We are having highway and service road. If I am able to manage my work by driving on the service road, no need to go for the highway. It means you are going on highway means we are showing off that yes, I am good driver and driving my vehicle on highway at this much of a speed. Like that, if you are going for social media, yes, without social media nowadays, it is very difficult to survive for us. Every bit of information that should be shared. Yes, fine, we share it, but we should be very, very careful how to share, to what extent to share, to whom to share. These are many questions we have to keep in mind. Because these are very general talking, but it is very, very essential for us to keep in mind whenever we are going to use the social media platform. So there are many questions about this, right from the our children to educated persons to elder persons to officials, private sectors, whatever. There are many questions, but the thing is the root of all of these questions is that if you take one more example and then compare it, you take 20 years back, what we are doing for debiting money from the bank, what we used to go to bank and fill a form or give a check and then take cash. But nowadays, what matter, just we are scanning the code and then paying online. It's fine. It is one of the facility for us to make the service very, very fast and easy and comfortable. But along with that, we must be very, very smart and careful that what kind of information we are sharing. Once you scan a barcode, it means you are giving every detail, every bit of detail to the other party. Like there are many examples you can see, and we are not safe. So in the primary level, what we should do so that we make some to some extent safe. Because as I gave you the example of driving on the highway, yes, we are very good driver. Even then, we must think how to be safe on the highway. There is no 100% guarantee. No one can tell you that once you drive on the highway, you are 100% safe. If anyone is saying that 100% safe, that person is stupid. This is my guarantee. No one can tell you. Like that, if you are going for online transaction or using social media, we are not 100% safe. But we can try our best to be safe. So, for helping you out to maintain the certain level of privacy on social media, social sites, there are some tips. Everyone knows this actually. This is the general statements. Please read terms and conditions carefully, and it's a bit difficult and time-consuming task, but please have a look. Thus, we need to read terms and conditions. Go through privacy setting in your account. Don't rely on default setting. Actually, hurriedly, just we are using the sites, but we are not reading terms and conditions. That must be seen. Go through privacy settings and don't rely on the default setting. You can have your own settings so that you can protect your data. Please stop clicking on useless posts like check your death day, find which celebrity do you look like, and so on. Yeah, in social media, like these kind of things, every day you can face, but don't rely. I am facing every day. Actually, there are many links coming to me. This is a post for the dean and the director. You click and apply. Like that, even Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, like that, many links you'll be getting. So don't rely on that. Install good antivirus software in your laptop and desktop. Turn off your locations. That is very, very important. Turn off your locations should be turned off. Some sites even keep track of your activities in offline world, but turning off location will at least do the least possible loss. So always you no need to have the location on. You should not no need of that actually. Just you think about 20 years, 30 years back. Without the social media, also there was a life, yes or no? We had very good life 30 years back. But there was some delay. That's true. There was some delay, but even we had very good life. So why not now also? Why we need to have this location making turning on always? Why need of that? No, we don't need that actually. So these are the issues actually we should keep in mind. Don't forget to set up security answers. We must read carefully and answer the security questions. Never leave your account logged in. Always what we do nowadays, you see your mobile phone. So what we do? Always logged in the whatever the accounts sites you're using, everything is logged in always. So don't make always logged in. Just log out. You are in a way inviting cyber criminals to hack your account or to act an imposter. So we should not have that kind of practice that always logging. Not like that. Always check and analyze your post before posting. Try not to put too much revealing post online, photos online. For example, I have once seen a person posting his daughter's photo online where the school name was clearly visible on the bus, thus giving personal and private information to everyone. Try to blur such minor but important details before posting a photo. So these are very, very small things, but very, very important for all of us. So that actually that my today's session is to make you very, very alert. This is practical things. Every day we are facing and touching these things. So we should be very, very careful. As like educated person, we should be very careful for all those things. Always try to create a strong password for a site and try to change it in regular interval of time. Never ever set same password for multiple sites. Usually we are having tendency to have the password on the basis of name and same password because it is somewhat difficult to remember multiple passwords. What normally we do, if set a password with special characters and numbers and then use same password for multiple sites. Don't do that. Even you take the example of your bank, internet banking. If you're having some multiple uh, bank accounts, so normally what we do, we fix the same password for all the bank accounts and even when you realize C or whatever it is, PPF, everywhere you're trying to set the same password. It is easy to remember only one password and access to all. So we should not be like that. We must have the different password for different sites. So these are general guidelines actually. After having such a detailed discussion of privacy in online social media, let's have a look on security issues as well. As I said, it's important for every person joining a social network to look beyond default settings. Default setting is least secure. Are you agree with this? You go to any site, the default setting is very, very least secure. Are you agree, please, friends? Are you there, please?
Yes, sir. We are here, sir.
Okay. So below is this list of few security threats that we might face in social media accounts.
Sir, excuse me,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
These slides are not moving, sir, actually.
Not moving?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Why it is so?
It's in
Am
the
I
second
audible?
slide.
Am I
Yes, sir,
audible?
you're audible. You're audible, sir, but slides are not moving, sir. It is in the second slide itself, sir.
Okay, why?
Privacy and security issues in
At
security.
my end, actually, at my end, it is moving and showing all the slide. I don't know what is happening. Something is wrong with, I think, Windows version. I don't know. I'm extremely sorry. I'm extremely sorry.
It's okay, sir. Maybe.
From my end, actually, it is moving. All the slides are moving. I don't know why it is happening in your end. We have started very good, interesting topic today. Actually, it is the beginning, fundamental only, but it is very interesting.
Okay.
Now, is it showing, sir?
No, sir. It is in the same slide itself, sir.
Oh my God! What to do then?
Sir, can you share it again, sir? Can you stop screen share and restart the screen
Okay,
sharing?
let me try once again, sir.
And
Sir,
entire
even
screen.
if you try to, yeah, sir, if sorry for the interruption, sir. Actually, even if the Zoom is not compatible with the old version, even sir shares also still we cannot see, sir, because this is what I already experienced multiple times because I did little research on this actually. So,
Okay.
if it is compatible, generally we'll get if there is a lower version also we cannot see. That is what I
Yeah,
found, sir.
yeah, that's what the problem. Something is wrong. Technical problem is there, I think.
Okay, sir. Okay, then we'll continue with that, sir. Maybe.
Kiran sir, Sunil sir, you can share that PPT with us, sir, so that we can go through. Actually, we will go through. Sir, let us sir
Now,
explain. I mean,
let us
just
check
my
it, sir.
suggestion.
Are you able to see now?
Yeah.
Is it
Yes, sir.
moving?
Now it is in the for helping you out. Yeah. Now we can see the slides moving, sir.
Moving now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so below is the list of few security threats that we might face in social media accounts. Is it able to?
Yes, we are
Okay,
able to see
fine.
that.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let us see these very important points actually. It is not new because we all are from the same field, am I right? Because we are from the CS and IT background. But actually today I had planning to make it alert all of us so that we should be very careful because we are so responsible person of the society. If we don't bother about all these points, then what about the other persons, those who are in the other field, those who are not in IT field, what they will do? So we should be at least very careful for that. So below is the list of few security threats. What are threats we might face in social media accounts? Very first threat is most social networking sites have information like birthday or email address or even most of the details, whatever our name, address, birthday, even Aadhaar number, PAN number, everything they are asking us to feed and then you are able to access. So these are the general phenomenon. So hacker can hack your email account by using social information and can have access to all the information she wants. You don't need to hide all information. You just need to take following precautions. What are the precautions we can take for that? Okay, we are helpless to share because if we need to access any link or any site, they are having conditions. You need to feed this kind of information. Then only you are able to access my site. So we are helpless. We want to share all this information. So During sharing of information, what are the things we need to do? Always set a strong password. That is very important. Don't go for easy password built using your birthday or child's name, etc. That is from the information that is easily accessible from your social media. What actually you are doing, we are sharing information, our name, our age, our date of birth, and child's name, everything. So these are very common things. So as a hacker, we are always thinking, we are having multiple choice to do for that. So you are sharing as our name or child's name or birthday. So hacker can try multiple times and can break that password. So don't do that. So password must be very, very secure. That is one very important thing. Then don't reveal too much information in posts. That is another very important thing. Don't reveal too much information in post. Be careful with what you post online. While sharing the information post online, we have to be very, very careful. For example, if I write Happy Mother's Day, Mama Richa Sani. Now you see, one can guess an answer to one of my secondary questions. What is your mother's maiden name? See how smartly one can find mother's maiden name because of we have shared the Happy Mother's Day. Okay, so with that one can identify and can break the passwords. This is how it works for the thieves to get information by just analyzing your posts. They get so much information that they can even compromise your account. So these are very small things, but very, very important for us. Don't reveal your location, as I told you already. We are going out, immediately you are making location on. No need of that. Why you are trying to make your location on? What is necessary of that? No need. Try to keep the location section either blank or set it to false location. Why we need that? Do we need practically? No, we don't need. Very rarely, sometimes some new person is coming to your house or we are visiting some new place to some relative's house. At that time, we are going to share the location. But no need of making always location on. So that is another very important point. Do not use social media accounts from untrusted device and network in hotel, cafes, or hospitals. This is our general practice. Even I visited in 2015 UK. So at that time, wherever I was going, I was connecting with that local Wi-Fi. At that time, one professor from UK, Cambridge University, he told me that. So don't. This is not good practice. How you are trusting this Wi-Fi or connectivity? Don't trust on that. There are lots of chances that your privacy will be breached. 90% thus very 10% only there are Wi-Fi connections you can trust, but 90% you cannot trust. Your privacy will be breached. So do not use social media accounts from an untrusted device and network in hotel or cafes or hospitals. Normally you used to go to airport or railway station and we are always trying to find as like medicine. No, what we are doing nowadays, if I'm getting headache, so I'm trying to find some Seridon or some other tablets to make relief from the headache. Like that, we are trying to find the Wi-Fi. Wherever you go, yes, Wi-Fi is not there, Wi-Fi is not there. So we don't do that. If it is very urgent and essential, then only you try to have and make it have some trust, and then only you use that. Otherwise, no need of that. So do not elect to remember passwords, passphrase for social media accounts when offered by web browsers. So web browsers also offering, but we don't trust on that. That is another important thing. So first point actually, the first challenge. Second one is with the advent of social media like Twitter, there comes URL shortener. We might have the familiar with this, okay? URL shorteners, that is very, very dangerous. Keep in mind, URL shorteners in picture. Twitter allows a post to be maximum 280 characters, thus limiting the size and amount of information that can be shared. Shortened URLs can trick user into visiting harmful sites since full URL are not visible. So that is very another important point. Don't go for simply that shortened URL. It is best to keep following points in mind before clicking on certain URL. To avoid being hacked, what you need to do? Before clicking on link, place the cursor on the certain URL. This will show you the complete URL and will give you an idea about where the full URL actually pointing. So before clicking on that, just put cursor on that. It will show you the full URL, and then you think, analyze whether it is trusted URL or not, and then only you click it. Check the shortened URL using services that are available online, like security, to check whether link is secure or not. So that is very, very important thing. Before clicking on any link, we have to be very careful, and you have to be very sure that this link won't take me anywhere that will harm me. So that is very, very important. So use service like URL void or my vote to check the safety status of the link. So these are small tools by using which we can check it very carefully. Okay. Then third point, avoid posting too much details online. We are not doing that actually, but we are not only in the society. If we think about the society, right, there are lots of people, they don't know about this kind of thing, and they are sharing and posting lots of informations online. Will you ever stand in the middle of the crowd and show that you are going to vacation to so and so place? So why you post all the details of your trip on social media with every second detail, like traveling to London, United Kingdom from Air India, business long New Delhi? You are clearly giving your house key to burglars. Try take following particulars from posting information online. So we should not do that. We are inviting thieves. Avoid posting a specific travel plan and itinerary. Never mention exact date and time. Never post photos during the trip. Try to post photos after your return home from the vacation. Try to stay offline during vacation. Use highest privacy controls to let only selective groups like family, selected friends, and view your status updated in photos. So this is the third important point. Fourth one is, have you ever wondered how you see a product like Flipkart or any Mintra or Amazon or whatever it is? When you open another site, it will show you advertisement related to the product that we earlier searched on Flipkart. Every time we visit a website, it put invisible marker or cookies we know very well. Once you purchase something in any online shopping, that is Flipkart or any other site, that is Mintra or Jamang or whatever it is. So after that, you go to any link, you might have faced that practically. We all are from the same field, right? We all are the faculty. We might have seen. Once you purchase something online, after that, you know, you click on any link, you'll be getting the same product. Variety of products, variety of items, different company, different brands. So why it is happening so? Because once you access online, our detail is secure and safe. Not like that. Our detail is stored in the database. So if you do this continuously, multiple times, even our psychology will be read. If you visit multiple times, then hacker can think, or business, or even you go to Facebook or any Twitter, Instagram, they can understand our psychology, that what kind of person he or she is, what is his interest, and based on our interest, actually they have understood our psychology, and based on our interest, they are giving the advertisement behind us. So every time we visit a website, we put invisible markers such as cookies in technical term our computer. Job of these cookies is to track the user activity as we navigate from one site to another. This is the reason we are able to see advertisement of our interest or new page that we open. Cookies are the major loophole in the entire security scenario. Most sites provide the offer tracking features, but if we don't get the options, please be careful to clear the cache and cookies on your browser regularly. So these are very important 4 points while we are going for social media. I'm sorry to say, actually it is almost 4:45. Okay, so I got very less time today. I'm extremely sorry. I had planned for 1 hour, but I cannot continue, please. Actually, I'm having doctor appointment at 5 o'clock because I have to go for the dressing. So will you forgive me, please?
Okay, sir. No problem, sir. Not an issue.
Actually, at 5 o'clock I have to go for dressing actually because of the surgery. Somehow I'm sitting. So in future, if I get chance, I'll continue on the same topic. So as of
Sure.
for now, please forgive me. I'm sorry, extremely sorry.
Not a problem, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. You have clearly spoke about the privacy and security in online social media.
Yes, in
And
future, if you're having any planning, please, we can have better discussion. Actually, I had very good, interesting topic today. Digital afterlife. Actually, I had planned to discuss about digital afterlife. That is very, very important, interesting thing. But anyway, in future, we can have plan and we can have that. Okay.
Definitely, sir. Definitely,
Okay.
sir. Your insights are very provoking. Like they are very interesting, and you showed the different ways where the security aspects might affect in social media, and while we are on online, how
Yes.
our passwords and all get hacked. You spoke very clearly so far, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sparing your valuable time throughout this session, sir. Though you have other problems, thank you for sparing wonderful time with us, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, you can leave the session, sir. Dear participants, we are left with one more session. Our resource person for this last session is Dr. Vivek Vyas. He'll be joining shortly in a couple of minutes. Please stay online. So as soon as he has joined, we'll start the session, sir.